Hello, this is Joe. Ask Joe about money. It is February 10th, 2023, and we're going to be doing our after market recap. And today, I'm especially excited to do this with you because I did something today that I shouldn't have done and we shouldn't do. But you know what? I'm human. And I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to show you where my mindset broke down. And we're going to see if it's something that we could all learn from together. Because I could tell you this is not the first time I've done this. And it's probably not going to be my last time, unfortunately. But there's a big but. If we learn from this, and maybe we do it slightly better next time, then it's a win. Okay? There are no mistakes. There are only learning opportunities. And just like I share with you my wins, I'm going to share with you my losses because this is something where it seems to come up from time to time with me. And I want to see if I could get better at it, and maybe I could help you guys get better at it at all as well, because I know what I'm going to show you right now, many traders have expressed to me that they have had the same issue, and I want to show you what I did. First of all, let me start text context, okay? The market had a big downtrend yesterday, okay? So even though I said this at the open, in the morning open live morning show, I said it right in here, there's a good chance that after a big downtrend like this, we're going to have a couple of hours, if not all day, of a range-bound market. So I was completely aware of that. But here was the problem. Since I saw this yesterday, I was believing that, just since I just saw it one day ago, that it was going to happen again today. So I did manage to stay out of the morning chop trade and the morning range trade because I did realize that we could be range-bound. And so what I was thinking at this point, so the market just was in this range right here for the first half hour. Then it tried to move down, it failed. And then it went up, and then it also failed to the upside. So I failed here. I saw them sell it down. So after this big red candle here, I was interested in getting into a short. But knowing that we were in a range-bound day, I wasn't willing to chase it. What I wanted to do is I wanted to see how deep this pullback was, okay, because this pullback here, this was, yeah, I have it drawn in here. This was right at 50%. So they came, they bought the market up, they pulled back, they went below the 50%, but then they bought it back up. But this is where I took my trade. So when I saw them come up, what I'm always looking for is that, are they going to go make a new high? And when I saw that they didn't make a new high, when this candle closed here, so they tried up here, green candle, this one, perfect doji. And as soon as I saw them selling down from this candle, I got short on this candle here. So my risk box was on top of here. So my risk box, something like this. Let's say I got in towards the bottom third of the candle. So that was my risk box, which is fine. Okay, I have no problem with the trade. Now the trade is going along, so I'm short from here. Okay, from the bottom of the box, and my risk is the top of the box. Okay, no problem with that trade. Now here is where, so I see them, so this is all good price action. Red candle, okay, small green, sold it, sold it, sold it, sold it. Red candle closing at its low. So this is where my mindset started to get a little bit messed up. So far, I'm this much profitable into the trade. Okay. And I made a cardinal mistake at this point. And that mistake, the cardinal sin, was that I started to believe in the trade. So once I see this big red candle, I'm saying, okay, now we're looking good. We're not closing above the moving average. We're below the moving average. And so now I'm believing in the trade. And instead of watching price action, let me first tell you what was going through my mind, and then I will tell you what I actually did. So what was going through my mind here is that, well, they have this red candle and they couldn't go up, so there must be, just look at yesterday's move, there must be another move to the downside. But so far, as of this point in the day, okay, all I've seen so far is a range bound trading day. My lines were all in there. There's the range. But my mind played a trick on me, and instead of me saying this is probably a good place to start to think about covering depending on the price action, I said, you know what? Oh, green bar, but another red bar. Yeah, so this is really going to work. This is going to be a big trade. Wow, look at this. It's really going to start going down. And then when I saw this green candle, I said, well, this is just a minor pullback. Just a minor pullback. And I saw this candle and they sold it down. And I said, yeah, look, they couldn't even close it. And then, so now I'm giving myself beliefs. Have you ever done that? Have you ever sold yourself a story of what was happening? So here I am now, and my winning trade is slowly disintegrating. My stop is still up here. And so now I see this and the selling. So now I'm really believing in the trade. And I still look selling on another candle. And then I see this big green bar. But I said, okay, but now, and by the way, everything that I'm describing is not what you want to be doing. Not what you want to be doing. I said, well, they still hold, they didn't get above this high. All right, and then finally, once I saw this, unfortunately, I covered at this candle for pretty much for a scratch. So, why does this trade really annoy me? Because, let me show you why. I wasn't reading price action, okay? At this point, let's read this bar by bar like we always do. First of all, I know we're coming into support here, okay? So I wouldn't be entirely wrong to just simply cover there, because even though it's a big red bar, it's showing us today that today is not a trend bound. And until they put another big red bar down here and they break out, I have to go into the assumption that's a range bound day. So I didn't listen to this, but let's just say I didn't cover there. Now what happens? A green bar, okay? So now after they put in a green bar, okay, at the very worst, what I should have done, at the very worst, if this was my risk box, what I should have done is I should have moved my stop to right above this, right above. Why is that not right? Okay. So what I should have done is once I realized that they put that green bar in, lock in about half an hour, and just put my stop right above there, but still watch price action. So now I'm running through what I actually should have done. And now at this point, they put another red bar. Okay, so I'm still looking okay. Still looking okay. And once this bar closed, I should have just got out at this bar. Not even waited, but my stop would have been there. Worst case scenario, I should have got out here with about a half an hour win, but instead I ended up scratching. So the moral of the story today is we had a big downtrend yesterday, likely of range-bound behavior, at least in the first couple of hours. And then if we weren't looking at context, which we have to always look at it, but let's say we weren't, it was enough. Look at this price action. Where are the candles? What are they doing? Every time there's a big red candle, they buy. Three big green, they sell. So the moral of the story is when we expect range-bound behavior and then we actually see it unfold, listen to the market. Hear me? And I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to everybody. Let's listen to the market. Okay, the market was clearly telling us this was today's price action in retrospect. We were in a range bound from 4,100 to 4,170. Let's call it 20 points. And that's a range bound trade. So it doesn't mean that you can't make money, but it means that I was anticipating a breakout, and you never want to anticipate. You just want to react. So that's the recap, and that's what I wanted to show. And it's always good to learn these lessons. I get better, you get better, we all get better. This is a performance sport. trade, and don't forget, manage your risk.